You know, we discussed this a little bit off camera, but you interned with Kanye West, or Kanye West. So I'm not too great with the pronunciation. I'd love to know because obviously, in the eyes of so many, he is the ultimate dreamer, and the ultimate kind of like make the impossible possible. I'd love to know how did that come about?
So
What did you
I wouldn't say
learn? And
I wouldn't say I interned. I said so Kanye just likes awesome shit, right?
mm,
And if he sees awesome shit, he wants it around him. So I had done this these stop motion clothing where the
mm,
clothing danced, right?
okay,
And it was like a product shot of the clothing, but the clothing were dancing. And he was like, "Why are my clothing not dancing? Like, bring this kid over here." And so, I don't know if you're familiar with Yes Jules, but Yes Jules was working with Kanye. Yes Jules showed Kanye KidSuper stuff. Next day, he was like, "I want him here," and then I was just there with Kanye, and then I was like, "Wow, this is crazy." And he was what I was saying about dreamers, I was dreaming too small to be, not even to be, but like, it was crazy to think like, oh man, because I have my own dreams, right? And my own
mm,
mental ceilings that we have because we're not billionaires and we're not Kanye West. But while you're with Kanye West, there are no limits. And he would be like, I need Elon Musk on the phone. And then Elon Musk would be on the phone. He was like, I need Trump on the phone. Obviously debatable, but he'd get Trump on the phone. And then he'd get, and I was like, holy shit, we can. And what he was talking about and the things he wanted to do, he was like, I need to reinvent architecture and why is the buildings, I need to make buildings. And I was like, we're here making buildings? I thought we were going to just be making clothes and stuff. So that was amazing. And it was funny because obviously he like hires and fires people constantly. Uh, and he had fired most of his team like halfway before I got there. So it was a lot of like one-on-one time with me and Kanye, which I don't think
wow,
a
okay.
lot of people get. But he had just fired his whole team and he had never really hired me. He just like told me to come. And so I had a lot of one-on-one time with Kanye and he's kind of like goofy. Like he's down to fuck around. Uh but also will make you feel super awkward at all times. But I think it's intentional. Um but it was an amazing experience and I love Kanye West and he made me dream super big. I was like, fuck, I'm not thinking about how to redesign architecture in Chicago. I was like, and then the cool thing, he was like, I redefine sound. I redefine fashion. Why can't I redefine architecture? And you're like, you did? All right. Like, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Because he really did, like, change the landscape of music. He changed the landscape of fashion. So why not change the landscape of literally anything? So, yeah, that's someone who really thinks they can do anything, which was very fun to be around. I hadn't been around someone that was, like, so free thinking and so ambitious.
And do you think that that in any way shaped who you are today, or who KidSuper is today, as
I mean,
an
it didn't
entity?
happen. It's not like I was 15 interning for literally like a year and a half ago or 2 years. So
Mm.
I was already like mentally established as this kid super figure. But it was amazing just to have the conversations and be around. And there was a moment though, it was like, if I don't leave, I'm either going to become a Kanye West, like, like, uh,
Worshipper.
apostle, what are they called? Like servant, or I'm gonna become Kanye West. But so I left, and then it was we never like hired or didn't hire. We just were there, and so no, it was cool to be around. Obviously, there's crazy moments where you're like,
Mm.
wow, but they're overall overly positive.